Hey guys, I'm gonna make French onion soup today, and I thought I wouldn't bore you while I chop up the onions, but I'm gonna chop them. I'm gonna melt this, a little bit of avocado oil and butter. I'm gonna chop the onions, throw it in, and then I'll be back. And I'm sorry I went to a chiropractor today. That's why I have this circle around my face. So hopefully it goes away at some point. Okay, I'll be right back.
Well, the rain's coming down and the wind's blowing cold. A night for some comfort, just like I was told. Grab the onions, slice them slow, let them weep like a heart let go. French onion soup for three. One for my dad, one for you, one for me.
Okay, I'm caramelizing the onions. It's gonna take forever. I also put a little bit of garlic in there because I take the best out of both recipes that I like. I've got two of them. And I take what I like from both of them and kind of use them together. That's a highly advanced cooking technique. Anyway, so I'm doing that, and I'm gonna mix in a couple bay leaves, but don't forget they're in there, because you don't want your dad to eat them. I'm gonna mix two of them in, because it says to do that while the onions caramelize, which will take forever. And yeah, so then I'll be back in a second. Okay.
Cameraman's hungry, Dad's settling in. So I'm stirring love with this old wooden spoon again. Caramelize till they're sweet like the past. Let them dance in the butter, low flame, not too fast. A splash of wine, a little time, that deep golden brown's looking mighty fine. French onion soup for three. One for my dad, one for you, one for me. Cameraman's filming, but he'll put it down for a bowl full of warmth when the sun ain't around.
Okay, I'm back. I'm still caramelizing the onions. I have a dilemma because I really like to caramelize them. Like, I like to caramelize them for like 45 minutes. Cameraman disagrees. One recipe says to caramelize them for 45 to 55 minutes. The other recipe says to caramelize them for 25 minutes and then mix them with flour and cook it for 10 more minutes. So so you want to discard the bay leaf so no one eats those. And if there's thyme sprigs in there, you can discard those. There's one more bay leaf. There we go. Okay. So normally if it were just me and I had all the time in the world, I'd probably let this cook for 10 more minutes. But because cameraman's hungry, I will speed it up. Okay, so.
You want some of the onion there?
The onion's not the highlight of the recipe. It's the cheese you put on it. Okay. So I'm going to mix in a little bit of red wine, 1 cup. Which is interesting because the recipe says about one cup red wine, about half a bottle. Does that mean a wine only has 2 cups in it? Or do they just like wine a lot? Okay.
Does that mean it's good wine if it has a twist top?
Yeah. Oh, you know what I see? I see a thyme sprig. I'm going to have to see if I can get it out. There we go. Although one thing about it, with the twist top, it fits better in the fridge for you to use until next time. Okay, so I'm mixing that in just a touch, and then I'm going to mix in the broth. You can use chicken broth, you can use beef broth, you can use vegetable broth. I picked beef broth today. Okay.
Don't some use both?
Some use both. You know, maybe I'll use a little bit of chicken broth too. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm going to add some of the beef stock or broth. So the recipe calls for, I think, 4 cups. 6 cups. Okay. One, 2, 3, and I'm going to go get more. Okay, hang on 1 second. I think I'm going to finish the chicken broth off. Here we go. Okay, now, so I put 3, right, cameraman?
Yes,
So then we want 3 more. So you think mixing the 2 is good?
that's how I do it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then at this stage, I believe you just let it simmer for a little bit. The longer, the better. So you want to boil it, bring it to a boil, and then simmer it. Cook it uncovered for about 30 minutes. And then, and if it simmers longer, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't want it totally boiling. You just want a nice simmer, but you want to get to a boiling stage. And then, this time you can use this to grate your cheese, get your little croutons ready. So I have Gruyere cheese that I've shredded. So I'm going to make little breaded croutons with those for those that aren't keto. And I also have provolone cheese slices and then shredded Parmesan mozzarella cheese. So anyway, so I'm going to let this simmer for a while and then I will be back. Okay, so I'm going to scoop these out and then I'm going to put provolone cheese on top. So, thank you. For me, I'm probably going to use about 2 scoops because it's very filling once you get the cheese and crouton in there. I'll make the middle one cameraman's. How do the croutons look?
Almost done.
Oh, okay. There we go.
A little bit more.
For
me.
which, for you?
There
Okay. There you go.
you go. Easy on the provolone, just 1 slice for me.
Okay. Cameraman only wants 1 slice. I'm putting 2 because more cheese is always better.
What do you think on these? Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Shut it.
There we go. Okay, and then these are going in the oven and we're good to go. So there we go. Awesome. Well, if you make it, let me know. I'm kind of curious how it turns out. Fingers crossed. So thanks so much for watching. Okay, bye guys.
Well, the rain's coming down and the wind's blowing cold. A night for some comfort, just like I was told. Grab the onions, slice them slow, let them weep like a heart let go. French onion soup for 3. 1 for my dad, 1 for you, 1 for me. Cameraman's hungry, Dad's settling in. So I'm stirring love with this old wooden spoon again. Caramelize till they're sweet like the past. Let them dance in the butter, low flame, not too fast. A splash of wine, a little thyme, that deep golden brown's looking mighty fine. French onion soup for 3. 1 for my dad, 1 for you, 1 for me. Cameraman's filming, but he'll put it down for a bowl full of warmth when the sun ain't around. till it shimmers and holds. Watch it bubble, hear it sing. A simple meal, but it means everything. Set the bowls down, steam rising high. A toast to the good days and love that won't die. Take a spoon, take a taste. Ain't nothing better than this homemade embrace. French onion soup for three. One for my dad, one for you, one for me. Cameraman smiling, Dad's leaning back. A warm kind of love in a deep cast iron pan. Yeah, the rain still falls, but the world feels right with French onion soup and a table tonight. But the world feels right with French onion soup and a table tonight.